Hey guys, today I will be comparing the RS3M 2020 with the GAN 11M Pro. Starting with the most important thing, the box, of course, because that's super important. So the GAN 11M Pro box is a box, and the RS3M 2020 box is also a box, believe it or not. Alright, now on to the less important stuff, the accessories. With the GAN 11M Pro, you will get a mini screwdriver, magnet replacements, and some sort of spring tool. I don't really know what I'm going to call it. The RS3M 2020 is much more simple. Comes with three things: a screwdriver to tension, a spring tool to adjust the springs, and a replacement piece. The only thing that really matters here is the amount of options you have. So with the GAN 11M Pro, you have the core adjustment setting and whatever, and you can change the magnets. With the RS3M 2020, you can only change the springs and the screws, but there's not like a specific thing for the screws, which is fine in my opinion as long as you know how to tension. Funny enough, I think the GAN 11M Pro settings would be much better for beginners, but I don't recommend a beginner going and getting a $65 cube. That's a little overkill. However, I do think it is a little worse with the RS3M 2020 just because you can't change the magnets, and in my opinion, I don't really like the magnet strength for the RS3M 2020. It was a little too weak, but for literally $1, it's way cheaper still than the GAN 11M Pro. You can get a magnetic conversion kit and it just makes it so much better, and that's basically all you need in my opinion. The way I have my GAN 11M Pro set up is on the tightest screw setting, so that is the light blue, and then it's on setting 1, so it's pretty easy to navigate, I guess. And then for the clear thing, it's on the 4th setting, which is 3 clicks from like when it bounces back down. And I have the magnets on the default setting, and with the core magnets, when you swap those out, like the hexagon and the triangle thing, yeah, I don't really see the difference. Like, I tried both and I literally couldn't tell the difference, so just keep it on the triangle. Just don't waste your time, please. And for lube, I have it set up still how I had it set up in my GAN 11M Pro setup video, maybe a little bit different. I think I used more lunar, but basically it's just weight 5 in the core and lunar on the pieces. And no, it does not make it too fast in my opinion. I do like quite fast cubes, and if it's too fast for you, there's a very simple fix: either change the settings or put in slow lube. However, if I'm looking at it from your perspective, you probably don't have that many lubes sitting around, and if you do, lucky you. If you don't, then I think the RS3M 2020 is the better option here. It is $10 only, and for $10, if you just add on 3 lubes, which in my opinion the best lubes for the RS3M 2020 would be Stardust, Lunar, and weight 1 or like weight 5, doesn't matter, any silicone based lube is fine. All of those are still cheaper, and yeah, you can even add in the magnetic conversion kit and it'll still be cheaper, way cheaper than the GAN 11M Pro. And this is a renewable source of lube here. Like, you get to keep on using this lube, and it's still way cheaper than the GAN 11M Pro, and it's a very good cube. In my opinion, the RS3M definitely wins in this part. And for the RS3M settings, it's not that complicated. Just pick a setting you like. I like my cube to be kind of fast, but for some reason, I don't know why, the lower settings on the RS3M 2020 don't really work as well. It kind of feels very like flimsy. I don't know how to describe it, but I really don't like the settings below 4. So what I do is I put it on some of the higher settings like 4 or anywhere above 4 pretty much. And then I'll put in a lot of fast lube like lunar, either Martian, lunar, Stardust, anything like that. For the performance of both of these cubes, obviously it's going to be very good for both. You've definitely seen reviews for these cubes before and people going crazy over the RS3M 2020 and the GAN 11M Pro. Both cubes obviously perform very well in terms of their corner cutting and speed and whatever you like. There are minor differences in the performance of both of these cubes, but they're not going to make or break a solve or like hinder your times that much. It doesn't really matter that much. What does make a difference is the feeling of the cube, and I really like nice feeling cubes, and I'm sure a lot of you do too. So with the RS3M 2020, it does have a nice like smooth feel when it's set up. It feels very, very smooth, and it feels really nice. So I don't think it has a bad feeling, but I like the feeling of the GAN cubes better, especially the GAN 11M Pro. It has obviously a GAN feeling, which is very low pitched, has that smooth plastic feel, and I just overall like the feeling better than the RS3M 2020. Overall, with all of these factors, the GAN 11M Pro is my main, and that's only because I have it. And just to be clear, the only reason I have it is because it was on sale for over 50% on Speedcube Shop. That's literally the only reason I got this cube. I would not have gotten it if it was full price. It's too much money. I don't care what anybody says. It is too much money to get a GAN 11M Pro at full price. It's not worth it. So if you're normal, then get the RS3M 2020. If you're not normal or you're rich, it doesn't matter. You can get the GAN 11M Pro, but that's only if you're sure, if you've tried it before, or if you're rich, of course. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and sub, and also bye.